much. My name is Philip Nilate. I work with City TV and FM. Before I ask my question, I would like to say that the sounds went off, and per our job, we have to report to our various radio stations. So next time, we should fix the sounds as soon as possible when we have problems with it, because it lasted for like 30 to 45 minutes, and the minister said great things that we can't send to our various radio stations. Secondly, with the issues of AstroTurf, the minister made mention of great issues concerning what is happening right now. I just want to ask why the facility is not in use now, and when it's going to be completed. Is there any timeline? Because people in the various Zongo communities and also the inner cities are wishing to use this particular facility. So any timeline as to when it's going to be completed, what is stopping it from being used as of now? Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Eugenia and I work with Metro TV. In the minister's presentation, we didn't hear anything about security, so I'd like to find out what the ministry is doing to strengthen community-based security systems and to combat or reduce crime. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Atamen Sangodo from Ghana News Agency. I want to add up to what my brother from City FM said. If the minister could put amount they have spent so far on the AstroTurf and then the green parks, if we could put cost to those projects. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Ernest Mino. I work with Joy News. I would want to know, is there a special arrangement with the security agencies or our ministries in charge of security for our Zongos? And I asked this question, looking at what the gruesome murder of our brother, Swale, and the incident recorded last year at Asawase. Is the ministry doing something special as far as security is concerned for our Zongos? But you didn't tell us what happened to the authorities who frustrated the nurses.
Okay, my name is Abubakar. I work with my Joy Online. I want the minister to address the question of the Mansung Kwanta committee report. The people have said that they want the report published. So I would want to know what the latest is on that report and whether the recommendations of the committee would be implemented. Thank you.
My name is Imam Muhammad Salisu Suleimana. I am a program host on Marhaba FM. I speak for Independent Zongo Communicators team. When the minister was speaking, he mentioned Arabic instructors. And I have a group of people who came to me. They said they were also part of people who are recruited to teach Arabic in various schools, Makaranta. But for the past, let's say, the time they were giving their appointments till date, they were not paid. And they formed an association and they want to demonstrate, particularly if you want to, you go to Ga East, Abokobi area, you have to take this as a serious matter because they want to demonstrate and they don't know why they were given appointments and yet they were not paid. So they came to me as one of the teachers. I teach in Makaranta also. So Minister, you have to take, I don't know whether it is under the ministry or it is under the Zongo Development Authority. Either way, you have to look at the matter and see to it that these people are sorted out. They have formed an association of Arabic instructors in the district, municipality, and they want to demonstrate. So
in terms of just the care, is complete. Actually, the community can go on the turf and play football or do whatever has to be done. But for many of them, we did what we call additional works. We asked that there should be changing rooms, there should be additional spectator stands, children's playground, basketball courts. So all of those, and the contractor has started work on the additions, which are not complete as we speak. So until those are complete, we want it to be complete in, if you want, a complete sense of the word. And then we can hand it over. As to timeline, quite frankly, I don't want to give a timeline that I will miss, because I am not entirely, if you want, in charge of the process that will ensure payment to the contractor. And I'm sure you know about the history of payments to contractors in our country, whether from roads or works and housing or whatever. But we are pushing very hard to ensure that some money that is due the contractor is paid to him, to enable him to complete to complete it and hand it over. But give and take, I'm not sure that it should go beyond a couple of months. I mean, you know that the minister is always desirous of commissioning such projects as credit to the work that we do. So we are very desirous of ensuring that it is complete. Cost. Not all astroturfs cost the same, because it depends on the facilities in each of the astroturfs. But a normal astroturf should range, an astroturf should range between something like something close to 3 million cedis all the way to 4 million, depending on whether there are basketball courts, changing rooms, even the spectator stands. It depends on how many. If it's 1,000, the cost is different. If it's 2,000, and so from Wali Wali to Chebi, through Medina, through Fadama to Highlanders Park, we would, it all varies. But of course, just like every normal governmental accounting process, the public procurement processes, the financial management systems are in place to ensure that at the end of the day, those records are available for the auditors to do their work. Now, security. Yes, security is our concern in our inner city and Zongo communities. But the mandate for security in our country is the police. I mean, in other words, those who have the mandate to ensure the security of our state is the police. So all we do is collaborate with the police to show them areas within our domain that need beefing up security and etc., for it to be done. On our part, what we are doing is also part of ensuring that there is better security and a reduction of crime. Because if you are training the young people, training the women, giving them a livelihood, you know, as they say, is the devil finds work for idle hands. And most of the time, these people are available to go or to be used for committing crime because they are idle. They have nothing to do. So if we're empowering our communities, we are sure that that should help to bring the crime rate. The Monsoon Quanta report, of course, the question, are we committed to implementing its findings? Its findings are basically two or even three. One, that the young men were not, or that there was no evidence before the committee to suggest that these young men were armed robbers. We've put that out. On the back of that, the committee recommended that a proper investigation be done and a docket prepared that will take the policemen who are involved to court. That is being done. That those policemen should be interdicted. The authorities have informed us that they are under interdiction. So basically, those are, then the government goes the extra mile of announcing a compensation package of 250,000 Ghana cedis per family. You know, so times the 7, that's what you got, this 1.75 million Ghana cedis as compensation to the families of the people. Just last Saturday, I was in Kumasi to sit with the elders of the community to negotiate how and who in the family should receive these monies, and to carve out a system that allows for their dependents to benefit absolutely from these payments. We don't want to be reckless and just throw checks at people and then let them go without ensuring that it really serves the purpose for which it was paid. This morning, the MCE for Asawasi, through the Ashanti Regional Minister, have informed me that now they have an agreed formula which they will send to me today. Once I get hold of that formula, I'll go to the Finance Minister and then we'll begin disbursements. So all of that is part of the matter. Payment to Arabic school teachers. Yes, of course. We are in arrears September to December. But May, June, July, August allowances have all been paid. So because of your question, I'll look through the cameras and appeal to them that we are working very hard to, once we get the returns from YEA. The thing is that it's YEA that does the payment. Youth employment, it's not, the ministry doesn't pay them directly. We go and get the funds and give it to YEA. They have a mechanism, the same mechanism that they are using to pay the youth employment people is based on that same software and mechanism they are paying the Arabic school teachers. So they have the mechanism. So the former minister signed a management contract with them to manage the process of payment. Are you following me? So once they give us returns, because I also need, at the end of the day, my work is going to be judged, not only by the president, by so many agencies, including the Auditor General. So I need evidence from them that those who were supposed to be paid, and then we move to the next stage. So once we get the returns from the ground, we will try, I'm in a hurry to clear those areas.
All right, my name is Adnan Adams Mohammed. I report for NewsGuide Africa and Economy Times newspaper. I'm also very passionate about the hijab issue. I followed this hijab issue for a long time now, and also the discrimination of worship as well in the secondary schools. At Accra Psychiatric Hospital, when I followed up this issue, I was told somewhere, I'm not doing religious comparison, but I'm just giving a reason to the basis that hijab spread infections. That is not true. Just the same place, Accra Psychiatric Hospital. I was there last Friday. Somewhere last year, two Muslim Roman sisters were there to do their rotation, but they were allowed to wear their veils. That one didn't spread infections. But Muslims who wear the hijab and even tuck in the hijab in their uniform will spread infection. Then again, we have issues with what? CHAG, that is the Christian Health Associations of Ghana. They are also actually stopping Muslims for wearing the hijab in these the facilities that belongs to the Christians. Also another worrying situation. So please, if you can also put your eyes and then or talk to the CHAG so that they can also allow the freedom of worship. Then also in the schools. Thank you.
My name is Imam Muhammad Salisu Suleimana. When the minister you were speaking, you mentioned about Togri in Zongo and Tagri. I mean, you said that the president is bent on ending this phenomenon of where people think that if you want people who can go and cause problems, they go to Zongo to hire them. And you said that president is interested in ending this. But within, I had a question to ask you, but when you were presenting, you mentioned codex program. And suppose, I don't know, something how I say, well, this may be the solution to the Tagri program in Zongo. But this codex program, who are the target group in Zongo, for example? Because the people who perpetuate this Tagri in Zongo are sometimes not young boys, like 18, 20, some are past that age. So this codex program, who are the target group in Zongo, and how are we going to end really this issue of Zongo youth being used for violence, whether politically or in land guard activities? Thank you very much.
My name is Dano Nkansampa. I report for NGO TV. I think I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, Dr. Mustafa Ahmed, what the government is doing to ensure that the attention that has been given to the development of the recreational centers, such as the astroturfs, is given to the health sector, because the health screening and the vans that have been given to them, they are temporary means. So what are you doing to ensure that their health concerns are also addressed? Thank you very much. Yes, the attention that you've given to the recreational center, I think the same channel, the same concerns or the same attention to be given to their health concerns to us. Because when you realize most of these Zongos, most of their problems are based on health and other things. So if you can center more attention, more focus, attention to be deriving to the health sector, I think it will help a lot.
Please, I want to know the minister's assessment of challenges in the Zongo as the president envisaged and what he's done so far. If he can give us percentages of what he saw when he went in and the solutions so far. Thank you.
Regarding the CHAG, it's a good suggestion. I'll take it as a suggestion. And to find out whether the health facilities that fall under CHAG are 100% private entities or they are government subvented. They are government subvented. Okay. Then if they are government subvented, then of course they shouldn't be discriminating against people on the basis of their religion. If they were an entirely private, they were entirely private concerns, my answer would have been different. So we will talk to them, as you said. Who are the targets of the Zongo Coders program? Actually, the definition is, and I will say simply youth. Okay, but of course, the definition of youth varies. I understand the United Nations puts it at 35, right? Is it 30? Ghana is 35. Ghana is 35. In my party, the New Patriotic Party, is even 40 years. So 30, 35, 40. Young men and women who straddle these age brackets are all welcome to come onto the program, to apply, to be trained in the Zongo Coders program. And really and truly, I am not saying that somebody who is 45 or 47 years cannot engage in Tagri. No. But really and truly, if you are 47, 48, getting to 50, and you are still involved in Tagri, I will need some other counseling to be able to help. So we will fashion out another way to do that. But of course, I need to also mention quickly that apart from the Zongo Coders program, apart from the cuisine program, there are other models of help or assistance that we are giving, because there are other people who are seamstresses or what they call designers, you know, who also would need support to boost their businesses. So all of the range of businesses that exist in these inner cities and Zongo communities, we are going to tailor programs that will bring people on board. Are you following me? Of course, many of the people who own these cuisine businesses are our mothers and sisters who are 50 years and above, and they are all going to benefit from it. Health concerns, again, like my chief director said, I'll take it as a suggestion and therefore will not attempt to answer it. But I want to assure you that the string of things that we outlined, the recreation, the sanitation, addressing sanitation, recreation, the health screening, all of those matters all help to improve health and well-being of people. So we take health as a comprehensive program of action that does not only begin and end with saying that I have blood pressure or I have a headache. No. And then finally, assessment of the challenges. You remember when I was ending, I said that really to be given a mandate to touch the lives of approximately 4.6 million people. And as I said, that's even our own extrapolation. So I believe that there are more. To touch the lives of 4.6 million people living in 1,080 communities. I'm not sure that there is any challenge bigger than that. So the challenge is in the mandate. And so I see the entire mandate giving the ministry as a challenge. But I can tell you, like I said, the Chinese say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. Benjamin Disraeli says that the secret of success is constancy of purpose. Once we stay constant and then we keep trotting on, we just have to keep moving, even if we are crawling, and we shall get there. And that is our commitment as a team in the ministry. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ministry of Inner Cities and Zongo Development, and to all their stakeholders and agencies and their representatives, not forgetting our friends from the media. Since my minister is here, I'll introduce him to the podium to say a thing or two to us before we close.
Just to say thank you to Sheikh. Sheikh, welcome back home. And the team from the Ministry of Inner Cities and Zongo Development. And to you, our colleagues in the media, as we always say, there are a number of interesting stories that have been put out today. And we are looking forward to reading at least about 5 or 6 different versions of those stories.